Hey guys, Archie Luxury on the Archie Luxury channel. Today guys, I want to talk about Heathrow Airport. And Heathrow Airport, there's been reports of huge baggage disasters. Enormous luggage carpet at Heathrow terminal after issue with baggage system. I don't know exactly what to say here. I mean, the English, this is an absolute disaster. One of the leading airports of the world. Absolutely shocking. It's madness. And this crazy, it's like a carpet of luggage. And the CEO, he's the guy who really needs the chief executive, Heathrow's chief executive. Was it CEO or C? Okay. A guy called John Holland-Kaye told Sky News that the airport's passengers had faced only minor delays. And I gotta be totally honest with you, nothing would surprise me with Heathrow. Heathrow would have to be one of the most horrible airports of the world. And I've been to Ukraine. I've been through actually Germany's a example of high efficiency. I've been most of Asia, Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, and I've got to tell you, Heathrow is one of the most horrible airports I've had the misfortune of stopping off at. And I mean, I got to be honest with you, Mr. John Holland-Kaye. I mean, you speak very nicely you probably went to the right public school and you did the right courses at university, but the reality is a couple of months ago when I went to the United Kingdom and I was coming back, I discovered I needed to get a COVID test. And the idiots who you guys awarded the contract to, Express Test, Signal Express, Signal Diagnostics Express Test. And I gotta be totally honest with you. You know what, John? See, the problem is you got to get out of the executive washroom, the executive area, and see how does the airport really run. And you would find, instead of taking the company car in, if you came in on the tube and saw how it is handled, you'd see what a Viking disaster your airport is. But instead, you live in your management cloud and you don't soil your hands there. The things we're seeing, what a disgrace. And you can blame it on computer glitch, COVID, blame it on everybody besides yourself. But at the end of the day, John, you should be fired. You should be fired for allowing systems to be in place that result in this disaster. I got to be totally honest with you. You have people looking after, there's going to be theft, and God only knows the customs considerations, what's going to happen with this stuff here. It's really a disaster, and you've got to take some responsibility for it. I think the big problem is management has its own things, and you've got your nice charts and your drawings and your SWOT analysis and all your shit like that, but You got to go in as a punter and see what is it like. Okay? You look at, the English. You look at the English. And by the way, I've got a British passport, so it really does pain me to say this, but I don't think English management is any better from the British Leyland days of the 70s. The 3-day week, and when they had the Triumph TR7 at Spoke. Honestly, the way British industry works, you can see why Britain does not have a car industry whatsoever. You go to a country, you go with the Germans, you can see why their cars are wanted and desired. BMW, Mercedes, Audi. You go to the Far East with the Japanese, you can see why Lexus, Infiniti are wanted vehicles. But nobody wanted your Triumphs. Nobody wanted the garbage you guys were producing. And to be honest with you, you can't even run a bloody airport. You've got all the money, all the resources, and come on, John, what an absolute mess. What you've got to do is plan for these things. Do you not plan that events could go wrong? Do you not put any effort whatsoever into this? And in my own case there, I wanted to leave England and I had to get a COVID test. The idiots that you guys, and I hold you responsible, John, you appointed the contract to Express Test. They couldn't take payment on site. They had to do it through an app. When if you're a foreigner with a credit card in another country, it didn't send the security code through, and I couldn't get the test completed. John, this airport thing here with the baggage, it really does lie with you. Instead of going to the executive functions and instead of big noting yourself, you've really got to put some ground roots work in and test the systems that are in place and have contingency plans. I got to be totally honest with you. Nothing would surprise me at all there. It doesn't surprise me in the least, because you might speak like you went to a good school, but you really haven't tested anything. The whole UK is built on appalling service and buck passing and blame the other guy. It's not my fault. Well, John, you're in the chair, and it's about time you took some responsibility, like the responsibility for awarding the contract to Express Test, who are the biggest bunch of assholes I've ever had to deal with. And to be completely frank with you, John, press around the world just shows what a pathetic manager you are. Didn't you have contingencies? Didn't you have any practice runs? I got to be totally honest with you. Why is it the country famous for British Leyland and the 3-day week is also the country that can't run an airport very well? Why is it so? Why don't the Germans have this problem? And I think, to be honest with you, it's rotten from management down to the bottom. Absolutely rotten. It's always somebody else's fault, not my fault. Well, John, it is. It is your fault. And you earn the big bucks because you are supposed to solve these problems. You can't buck pass forever. You can't buck pass continually. You've got to take some responsibility. I'm sorry to say this to you, John. What a disgrace. And I got to be completely honest with you. Man, you got a nice accent. You went to a posh school. That's all beautiful. But John Holland-Kaye, the buck stops with you. That's the reason you get the Jaguar as a company car. Okay? That's the reason. Because you're supposed to prevent this sort of shit happening in the first place. Okay, guys, I will see you in the next one. Hi, guys, it's ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW, David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW, David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW, David SW, David SW. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and today guys, I'm very proud to introduce a new sponsor of the ArchieLuxury and the Paul Pluta channels. Who am I talking about? WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com. Check them out, guys. Jump online, check out WatchShopping.com. These guys here have been in business since 2017. Worldwide shipping and distribution. Over 10,000 wristwatches in inventory. Stock in hand, and 90 plus different brands, new and pre-owned. Now, the good thing about WatchShopping.com, trusted by over 4,000 reviews on Chrono24 and Trustpilot. Your one-stop shop to buy any watch your heart desires. Please, guys, check out WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com. I'm ArchieLuxury, and check out WatchShopping.com. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury on the YouTube sensation, the Paul Pluta channel. Guys, I need you to help me out, guys. I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I need you to request a paid review. $50 US, look down in the description. $50 US, I will review your collection. I'll tell you what I think of it, and I'll give you some pointers. The other thing is, guys, you can sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay a couple bucks a month, $1, $2, $5, whatever you want, and it keeps me going on YouTube because, guys, I'm in a niche. Nobody can make money out of the views I get. The views are crap because it's a small specialized area, and I don't talk about garbage for the sake of views. Guys, sponsor me on Patreon, look down below, and I will see you in the next one.